Here's Ken Calhoun live with the latest trading strategies for today's markets.
Hi traders, in this episode of Trading Television, you'll see another one of my all-time favorite strategies updated for the current markets. I think you'll be excited once you see how it works.
These are not trade recommendations, although I will be highlighting specific stocks that I am personally trading, as well as breakout triggers that I'm using. These are not to be construed as trade recommendations, and by participating in this event, you hereby agree not to make any actual trades based on what's being presented here tonight, because all information is for educational use only. No profitability claims are being made for how you could do or potentially do, because trading involves high risks. Typical customer results are that all traders will incur trading losses, and most do not become profitable because trading is a speculative, risky, dangerous thing to do. So proceed with caution.
Hello traders, this is Ken Calhoun, president of DayTradingUniversity.com, with yet another winning trade example here on April 20th, 2010. I'm currently in 550 shares of MGM. From an average cost basis of $14.25. I want to protect as much of that as possible. So I'm going to put a hard stop in at $14.55, about 30 cents over what I paid for it. That gives it all this way to pull back before closing me out. Now, if I want to protect even more of this, what I should probably do is tighten this in. This is a good day trading stop, but just about 2 cents an inside market. And it wouldn't surprise me at all to see this take out and make me over $200 in this trade. Another great way to start off the day. If it keeps on going up, great. But the reason I wanted to illustrate this for you is to share with you that it's always good to take profits early and often in your winning trades, and don't let them go against you too far. So I'm only giving it about 4 cents worth of room here. I'm in a total of 550 shares from an average cost basis of $14.25. 350 of those have been an overnight hold from $13.98. I scaled up a bit here just a few minutes ago, and we'll see if this continues on up. This is exciting. This is what I live for. I love day trading because I like to make money. And one of the things I like to do is read the tape. Now, what I'm looking for is, as always, how fast it blazes through each 5-cent increment in price, what kind of sizes we get, and what kind of sizes in balance between buyers and sellers in the tape to determine whether or not to tighten in stops to get me in more. I think I'm going to. I've got a 200 share buy order in if it takes out the next penny up at $14.88. That's just a penny or so above the ask, which is $14.84. My trailing stop is still at $14.67. What do y'all think? Should I tighten it in? Probably. Let's tighten that into 73 here. And I'm going to close it all out at the 73 if it drops 5 cents. I'll be fine buying new high breakouts. But I want to take this to the bank. So let's go ahead and see which way this trade breaks. I'm only giving it a couple of pennies of space here to move. If you want to look at the advanced 1-minute tick chart, my trailing stop is here 14.73. It's right under the shadow of the current candle here, which is the correct technical place for a day trader to trade this thing. And let's see if this keeps on going up in my favor or not. It may be at a tipping point because it's a red candle kind of pulling back here. Buyers and sellers are determining whether or not they're going to take it on out to new highs or if they're going to sell it off. Either way, I'm bulletproof. I'm in 550 shares, just over $8,000 worth of stock from $14.25 up over $270. Usually in these indeterminate times, it's a good idea to just go ahead and take the money and run, because often it'll sell right back. If it doesn't keep moving up, the longer it goes without continuing up, the tighter in I will nudge up my trailing stop. So I'm going to tighten that up to $14.75. It's much smarter to be nimble in your trades and take a good profit off the table as soon as it materializes. You can always get back in long on a continuation play if it does continue on up later. I think this is going to drop, or a good chance of it will, because it's parked here and has not moved up, and the tape looks relatively weak with larger numbers on the right here recently. So I'm going to tighten in the trailing stop to $14.76. I'm only giving it 3 cents because I'm 550 shares deep in this, so every penny counts, right? And so I want to protect as much as I can in this. It's so exciting to be writing your trades. It takes a lot of time and energy to learn how all this works. It's not easy. And bang, there we go, I got filled. Now, so here is the proof. I'm a big fan of proof. Only learn trading from people who are real traders and can prove it. Anyway, so I just made $270 on that trade. Not too shabby. Oh, and was that the exact top? Looks like it was. What a good trader I am. But wait, there's more. I don't want to miss out on. Let's say this thing screams up to 1530 later in the session. So what do? How do you trade it? Do you buy the dip here? Yeah, I don't mind buying a dip on small shares. I was in 550 shares. I'm just going to start off baby trades again, doing 14. I'm okay with 1482 on the first. I'm going to scale this down to 1488 on the next, and the rest of these numbers are fine. So I'll be back in if this gets over 1482, if it breaks. And again, one of the things I teach in my educational resources is, especially on these cheap stocks, how to use every nickel, every increment of 5 cents as micro support and resistance. And so if it breaks over 1480, I'm okay. And if this keeps on going down through each nickel, I'll likely tighten this into. So if it goes down here to 1470, I'll likely tighten in a buy stop order to 1477, 1478. But for now, the trade's done and over. $270, ka-ching. It's fun. One of the things that you need to learn for trading is how to use the tape, and one of the things that I teach is how to use tape reading in my educational resources. Now look, here's the left number is large, right? You saw those 300s. What I like to look for in terms of tape reading is a pattern of the tape, a story of the tape, is of at least say 15 or 20 seconds worth of price action to tell me there's something strong going on. If it's not, it doesn't make for a good trade, so I'm going to be cautious. Now, and just I'm always looking at the tick chart and the tape. Those are the two, the 1 minute tick chart and the tape are the two key indicators. Now it's down here like I told you. I'm going to tighten this into about 1478, right? So, yeah, now that it's down under the 70, I'll tighten that into 1477. Because again, this is a strong stock doing my favorite deal, which is a 2-day high breakout, right? 2-day high cut breakout. I sold the exact top, or within a few cents of the exact top, because I'm just good. And then what I want to do now is buy a bounce, right? If it starts to bounce up and continues on up, I'm using, just so you know, I'm using say 1460 as support. Now if it loses that and sells on down here into the range, fine, I'll buy it on bounces. But in the meantime, I'm staying clear. I'm not going to get back into this until it takes out new highs. Now, could I flip that long to a short? Yeah. And that's another advanced technique I'll illustrate in another video for y'all. But one of the things I just want to get you in the habit of learning is, I'll put the tape up so you can see proof. This is live markets. This is me really trading here. So again, one of the things I could have done is, instead of doing a 550 share, just close out the whole thing, I could have, say, put in a 650 share sell order so that it would net me out to be 100 shares short, which would be in the money here. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, now it may be finding support. So, let me tighten that in. 1468 on the bounce. I'm going to tighten these in just a bit too. So I'm in 50 shares from 1469. We'll see if it bounces. Right now it's, about break even here. Right after I got in. Hey, it looks like it is going up. Anyway, that's how you day trade. Hope this has been helpful, and you folks have a great rest of the trading week. And be sure to visit my site, daytradinguniversity.com, and buy all my stuff. See y'all later. Take care. Goodbye.